Okay, now let's look at this example. This example illustrates how this the multiple level of using the sine rule and cosine rule in order to find the final answer. Okay, actually it's quadrilateral, but it can split into two triangles. So when it's split into two triangles, you can use cosine rule and sine rule. Okay, now let's look at we want to find the two length, this length and this angle. Okay, now let's look at the first triangle ABC first. Okay, in triangle ABC you can see you have 18 cm, let's say 12 cm, 14 cm. Now in this triangle ABC you have 18 cm and 40 degrees. So there's only two pieces of information. Okay, two pieces of information. Two pieces of information you cannot find the other unknown. That means there are four parameters that's unknown. So with two pieces of information, we will not able to find the other four unknown. Okay, now let's look at ADC. ADC, as far as we concern, if you want to find this angle C, ACD, okay, you see, as I said earlier, any triangle using let's say you want to find this angle, this length is given. Okay, let's so ABC with two pieces of information, you cannot find angle. ABC got only two pieces of information, you cannot find angle, you can find length. So you have to go and look at A, D, C. Okay, now so in this triangle you have 14, 12 and 100 degrees as the angle between the two lines. Now if for example now let's say we want to find this angle. To find this angle I have to look at whether to use cosine rule or sine rule. Okay, now if you want to find this angle, you must have the length, the two lengths that form this angle. That means 12 and this. You must have AC. Then only you can find this angle. Okay, so in straight away you couldn't use a cosine rule to find this angle. Okay, now what about sine rule? Remember sine rule, you want sine C over AD. Okay, in order to find angle C over here, you take the angle and over AD. Okay, now then you have two pair. Okay, you want to find this. Remember, to use the sine rule, one of the pair you must know the value. Okay, for example, now we talk about angle A. Sine A is over 12. Okay, you got 12 given, but this is unknown. Angle is unknown, so this is out. What about the other pair, which is sine D and then length AC? That means this angle and sine of this angle over AC. Okay, sine D, the angle D you know, but this is unknown. AC is unknown. This is unknown. Therefore, you look at this whole this this is given, this unknown. You look at, if you use sine rule, you can notice that this ratio, you got one unknown. This you know, AD you know. Okay? Then this ratio, you got angle you don't know, but the length you know. Okay? Now, the other ratio, sine D over AC, you know the angle. So sine D you know, but AC you don't know. So none of the ratio give you a known value. Okay? So if this is the case, the sine rule has to be ruled out first. Okay, you cannot use sine rule at this moment, because you have to have one pair of known value before you can actually apply for sine rule. Okay, so even though angle C is what required, this particular one, okay, this particular one is what is required, but at the moment you cannot go straight away find the value of angle C. Okay, that is something that you should aware. You must know this very well now. But then we know in this triangle ACD there is three pieces of information that you know: 14, 100 degrees C, and 12. Okay, so this fulfill the requirement of using the cosine rule. Why? Because you have a given angle and the two lengths that enclose the given angle, the length of them you know. Okay, in other words, you can use the sine rule. If you use the sine rule, then you can find AC, isn't it? You can find AC. Okay, if once you can find AC, then this one, the AC, if you know AC, that means sine D over AC, a known value of AC. In other words, this ratio is known. Once you find AC using cosine rule first, once you get the AC, then you substitute here, then you have this ratio known. Once this ratio is known, then you can go and find the unknown, like for example sine A. Okay, you can also go and find the AD. You got it? So you have to be stage by stage, okay, looking at the situation. Using cosine rule, find AC, but AC is not required in this question at the moment, but you have to find it. But after you find this AC, in other words, this ratio here, since SD you know is 100 degrees C, AC you also know. So those unknown here, like for example AD sine C this angle sine C and then sine A the angle for A all you can calculate already. Okay, you can understand this. This is a very important principle. You may not get the answer at the first instant, but make use of whatever information given. Find the other length, the unknown length, but they are not asked by the question, okay? They are not asked by the question, but you have to find those lengths first. For example, in this case, AC. Okay? Now, next thing is, if you know AC, then you come back to ABC. So, let's say now this one is already known. Okay? If this is known, then the sine of 40 over AC gives you a known ratio. Okay? Sine 40 over the length AC give you a known ratio. If you have this pair, then you can use sine rule now. Okay? Sine rule come into the picture. Once you use sine rule, then you can use 18, and this you can find this. Okay, you can find this. Okay, that means using sine rule, I know sine 40 over AC. Okay, since your AC you have calculated from here using cosine rule earlier, then this become a known ratio. Then this equal to 18. 18, the opposite angle is sine angle BAC. This one you know, this one you know, this one you know. So you can find this angle. Okay? So once you find this angle BAC, you can find this angle. Then you take 180 degree minus the 40 degree minus this angle A here. Then you have this angle. So again, you use the known ratio 40 over AC. Then you build the other ratio. That means sine C, this angle, which you know now because y is 180 minus 40 and minus this angle that you found here, and then over AB. Okay, this one you know, this one you know. Now this angle also you know, therefore you can find AB. Okay, do you see the step by step, stages by stages, where you reach these two unknown? Okay, that's it. Hopefully you understand the step involved. Always remember, check the condition. At least 3. Always look for the triangle with 3 known value, and then you start from there. Okay, some length or angle which are not required at the very beginning, you may have to find it before you can use them to find the other required unknown. Okay.